Since 2010, the American educational community has been engaged in a great debate over education reform. For many decades, evaluations have been an accountability exercise designed to identify levels of educator proficiency. This linear process of teaching, testing, and labeling educator performance has not led to significant improvement in student, teacher, or administrator performance. Over time, policymakers and researchers created increasingly complex evaluation models requiring intense training for evaluators and those being evaluated. These complexities caused teachers, principals, and superintendents to lose confidence in the value of evaluation as a means to advancing instruction or school leadership. Practitioners found these processes to be too demanding of educators' time, lacking validity through any alignment with accepted standards, and not resulting in individualized professional development for the teacher or principal.
So few of the evaluation instruments lead to professional development. They are outcome driven. So that the product of the evaluation is a measure of the principal or the teacher's performance. That doesn't find its way to changing instruction. That doesn't find its way to changing the culture in a school building. Those things require actions by the principal as a result of the evaluation. I've been both the principal and the supervisor, and I understand how difficult it is to help other people get better at what they do, and that's a long-term process, it's a continuous process, but it can't be done in random fashion. It's got to be done in a way that is somehow aligned to standards. In this case, they're aligned to the brand new National Professional Standards for Educational Leaders, or the framework for this work. The conversation used to end with congratulations, you've done a good job this year. We'll see you in the next year.
It was almost sterile because you were evaluating a principal because it's part of what you have to do each year. But it didn't have the meaning. It didn't really make the difference that we wanted it to make.
District administrators typically cited three problems when attempting to adapt complex evaluation systems to the performance evaluation of principals. First, the complexity of the collection and input of evaluation data made it difficult. Achieving consistency required extensive training and practice that involved balancing scoring of many components with the spontaneity of observations and conversations. Thus, there was a tremendous time required of evaluators who are typically local superintendents, not just full-time principal supervisors.
So we wanted it to reflect the practice of teaching as well as student achievement. But how do you put that all together, and how do you have a system that principals can use effectively, efficiently, without taking a great deal of time?
Secondly, principal evaluators expressed uncertainty that they were capturing all of the domains, components of principal performance in their evaluations. Without adherence to common standards, there was little guarantee that the evaluation could be comprehensive and aligned. It was impossible to offer professional growth resources to improve the leadership skills of the individual principal. These alignments are essential in ensuring the integrity and quality of any principal evaluation process.
Most times evaluators may visit 2 or 3 times during the school year, so how can that be a true reflection of what score that principal should receive when they truly can't spend the time that they need to spend to get a true picture? We needed a way to solve that problem. Teams gave us that answer.
Finally, principal evaluators expressed concern regarding their personal ability to diagnose, prescribe, and monitor professional development in response to every evaluation. A principal supervisor's personal skill set and knowledge base simply may not be able to address the wide range of a principal's professional growth needs. How could the supervisor partner with their principals to identify and engage trustworthy professional growth experiences that are tailored to the individual's developmental needs as an outcome of the evaluation process?
So the problem with professional development is, how do you plan effective professional development that meets the needs of every administrator in your district? How do you do that?
What teams sought to do was to change that, and instead of focusing on how do we get a score component out of this individual, instead it was, how can we put this person in a position at the beginning of the year in order for them to achieve the outcome that they want at the end of the year?
It provides immediate feedback to teachers once we complete the actual process, the observation process, and it allows for easy access for to get the walkthroughs, the observations, the evaluations, SLOs, just because everything is housed in one place.
With teams, it's the exact same observational model across the district. The principal in the first school is going to conduct the observation in the same way, using the same standards and the same qualifications as the principal in the other school. So that uniformity takes a lot of the stress and frustration out of the teachers' lives. It has changed in such a way the educational process that we've even heard that this is a paradigm shift in American education. We have transformed education evaluations from something that is done to you to something that is done with you.
Being able to look back, see what I had set for my targets in past years, see what I had done with my strategies, what worked, what might not have worked, and how to make changes has really benefited me as a teacher.
I really try to allow my vice principals to do many of the walkthroughs, so it gives them the visibility as far as in the classrooms, the immediate feedback, again, with instruction. I just think that is very key.
So we took all of those problems and issues that in the past were really stumbling blocks to evaluation. And through the technology, we were able to solve the problems and come out at the end with a system that we're proud of. Teams has given us the opportunity to take all of the complexity of evaluation and put it together so that we have a much better, well-rounded evaluation system that truly impacts students.
I think this is the missing piece in the evaluation puzzle, quite frankly. It's not about your evaluation, it's about the continuous improvement of your school, of your teachers, and of you as the leader.
What differentiates Team's principal evaluation process from others is its ability to recommend and monitor an educator's professional growth, as well as manage the entire evaluation cycle. A variety of professional development options are provided in response to each standard. Once a professional development activity is agreed upon by the supervisor and the principal, it is automatically incorporated into the evaluation cycle and monitored for progress. Completing professional development assignments can result in the award of micro-credentials or badges. Teams easily produces and manages a highly personalized, comprehensive evaluation cycle. Constructing a culture of continuous improvement takes time, structure, patience, and trust. Teams provides consistency in design and practice that allows a culture of continuous improvement to mature, so that schools and school districts can develop the patience and trust necessary to achieve success. It is in this spirit of intentional and continuous improvement for all educators that will shepherd in the next generation of highly proficient 21st century students, and Teams is prepared to assist states and districts in leading the way.